All right, welcome everyone. We are in August, so doesn't seem like this year is like flying by. And for those of you who don't know if this is your first year in Arbonne, like we are coming into like the hustle and bustle months, like August, September, October, November, December are all amazing months. And if you haven't signed up yet for the AIT trip, the Arbonne incentive trip, it's going to be in the spring. And so like you've got 6 months to work, like to actually get it. It is so doable. Like I looked at the numbers and then have been looking at different people's numbers on my team, and I'm telling them, I'm like, if you would do what you did the last 6 months and do that this next 6 months, you've earned the trip, like you've done it. So it's so like totally doable for everyone. And just think how much fun that would be if we're all in the beach together, like in Cancun. Like how much fun would that be? Courtesy of Arbonne. Okay, so we've got some new people to welcome to our team who signed up in July. So we have Paige, sponsored by Polly, and also Angela, sponsored by Polly. Taylor, who is sponsored by Crystal, and Clarice, sponsored by Lori Andrews. Josh by Crystal again, Kareem by Polly, Angela by Emily, and Jordan by Robbie, and Amanda by Gabby. So welcome everyone. We're super excited to have you here. And we're glad that you're going to be on this call now. Okay, so in qualification for area manager, Jean Gardner. And the funny thing is she had way more than 30 over 3 months, but she had to have like the last amount, like to be at 10, and she was just shy of that. So anyway, it's going to happen this month. All right, in qualification for district manager, we have Carla, Marie, Danielle, Ellie, Jenna, Lori, and Judy. So yes, all in qualification. Okay, our $2,500 brick earners. So this is how we build our business. So our team should do close to $200,000 this month. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be like bringing in $10,000 or $20,000. I'm still going to be working my $2,500 brick. I just find more people and teach more people how to build a $2,500 brick. So this is like the basis of our business. So the $2,500 brick earners are Polly, Lauren Rose, Kristen, Gabby, Lauren, Yin, Crystal, Christiana, Robbie, and me. And then our area award achievers, this is when you do 20,000 in your area and have 10 new 150 PC or consultant signups. Polly blew past that goal and earned her area award achiever, as did I. And then district award achievers, that's when you do 5,000. So really the way to look at it is if maintaining is 2,500 at a district, you just double that. And then you have like the 5 new PC and IC sign up at 150. And our district award achievers are Polly, Lauren Rose, and myself. Okay, so here are some announcements, y'all, and I might need some help with everyone, on some of these. So there's some really cool things. My youngest daughter, who keeps me up to date on all of Arbonne's special before I get it in my email because she sees it on social media, was telling me about these. So I don't know if you saw, but first off, I don't know if you've ever tried our sunless tanner, but it is outstanding. It is so good. It doesn't stink and it works, and it doesn't get on your clothes or anything weird like that. But they have packaged it and rebranded it to go along with our other packaging and have the new Arbonne logo on it. So they're selling now so they've done these different kind of bundles that are priced better because they're in a bundle. So now the sheet masks, you can get them like in a 5-pack, which is awesome because I'm always onesie twosying it and then running out when I want one. So Brighten Up and Age Well have come down with a paired version. So do you know, when you have someone who's like, oh, I can't get the whole set right now. This is perfect because this is first off Arbonne's recommendation for what you should be pairing together. I actually, this weekend, we were talking about it before this came out with, just like with my daughter now who's 18. I think she should be using an eye cream. And so, like just having like these like kits that are just not the whole shebang, but like just a better price, like pared down version, which is awesome. Let's see. Well, the incentives that we have, they have an appreciation gift. Of like the tote bag this month. You can see that there. And then the IC sales challenge, when you sell 3 of your direct preferred clients, and their order reaches 150, so you have 3 PCs with 150, you get this
I got it.
glass tumbler. Do y'all see that? And then the quarterly sales challenge, when you hit the sales challenge, the monthly one for June, July, and August.
Still doing the same thing.
But then you're not dialed in. So.
Hey, y'all, I'm not able to mute.
I use cellular data.
Oh,
I can't mute them either. I don't know why. Okay. So, oh yeah, she's muted now. Okay, so June, July, and August, like if you hit all of it, basically if you get all the loot for June, July, and August, you get even more loot. So that's awesome. So you get the towel. Okay, so here is the exciting stuff like for your business that's going to really rock your business. So they have the power to area and power to district promotion. So basically you can hit district and area in 1 month, which is amazing. Again, I introduced y'all to Blanca just a minute ago. She's starting her business, or she started about 5 minutes ago. And she's going for district because you can get to 3,500 and be a district manager. So typically it's 6,000 over 1 or 2 months, or 7,500 over 3. So usually you hit your brick 2,500 and then hit the 3,500. You can just go straight to 3,500 and become a district manager. Why would you want to do that? Because your pay goes up, your commission structure goes up. And then also you are starting to get paid off of your own, off the things that you're buying already. And then the power to area, you can get to area in 1 month. So typically to get to area, it's 10,000 to qualify and then 14,000 to finish. When you and your team, so it's like 24,000 over 2 months. So you could do 12 and 12 or whatever. But if you get to 15,000 this month, you could become an area manager. So if you're a district and you're looking to go area, this would be a great way to do it. It's almost like you're giving yourself an extra month of pay, but then also like the thing about these challenges going for them, like what they do is that they really like just, they just drive you to get there. I mean, they make you make that extra call. They make you call the person who you're like, oh, I'm not sure about, they just force you to do all of that. So again, as Debbie Neal says, deadlines drive results, and having these deadlines and these goals are just so great for your business. Let's see. Oh, the IC, the derm results. If you signed up 1 new preferred client or independent consultant in July, you'll receive a preview access to the Power Duo of the derm results. So the peel pads, and is it the vitamin C? I think you get both of them, or no? Or is it just the pads?
yeah, both.
I thought it was both. You get both. Okay. So you get both. So you get the Power Duo. And then of course, like the Bahamas trip is coming up. But Cancun is the next trip that you can earn. And y'all, like I said earlier, I mean, go back and look at your numbers for the last 6 months. I guarantee you, like most of us on this team, would have earned that trip. So you just want to be intentional. Once you definitely have to register for that month to count. So like anyone who joined, Arbonne, like if you're brand new to Arbonne, go ahead and register, and then it can, the tracker will start tracking you. But this is something that I really expect to have like 25 people on our team. Like I have a vision of us all sitting in chairs and passing down like the mojitos and the margaritas and all, like, I just like, that's what I vision. Like I visualize that. I just think that would be so much fun. So, anyway, like we definitely want to like be working on that. And then there is a call. So now Arbonne's doing this call where anyone can hop on, and the next one is going to be on August 10th. at 2:00 Pacific time. So just keep that in mind that it's Pacific time, because a lot of times people will be like, are you getting on the call? And I'm like, no, that's Pacific time. Like, we've got some time. So, so be looking for that. Hop on that if you can. And if not, you can catch the recording of that. So that is it. Okay, so what we wanted to talk about tonight is I'd love the people. Okay, well, two things. So not everyone was able to make it to the retreat. And I'm so bummed about that, because it would have been so much fun to have every single person there. But I'm hoping that our next retreat, we usually do a summer one and then a winter one. I love the winter ones just because it's cozy by the fire and good food and all of that. But the summer one's fun too. But anyway, I want everyone to be able to, I'm going to try and have a date ahead of time so people who are like farther away can make plans, you know, in advance to be there. But it's going to be in February. Usually it's like the first weekend of February, the winter one. So just kind of be keeping that in mind. Of course, we've got to like look what's going on COVID wise and all of that. But hoping that we'll be able to do that in February. But the retreat was amazing this last weekend. It was just so awesome to be able to get together and see everyone, because the last time we did that was our last retreat where it all shut down. So since everyone wasn't able to make it, we're going to actually have like a mini retreat session of like the training next Monday night at our usual, well, actually, no, I've got to like back up, rewind. Okay, one announcement. We're going to be switching our calls now. It used to always be on Sunday. We tried it for the summer on Monday just to like see if Mondays would be better. But I'm hearing from everyone that Sundays just work better for them because they can start their week out. So, and I'll post this on our Facebook page and everything, so it's correct. But so starting Sunday, like we're going to have our team calls moving back to Sunday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So it's not so late for everyone. Sundays are just kind of easier, we think, for people to, you know what they're doing at the end of the day. So, so with that said, next Sunday night, we're going to have like a mini training session of like what we did at the retreat, just so we can make sure that everyone is getting all the good stuff. But so before we do that next week, I'd love to hear from people who went. Still will be reported, correct, for Sundays? Yes, it will be reported on Sundays. But so I'd like to hear from the people who attended the retreat, just kind of like what your main, like either aha moments were or your takeaways, what your favorite part was, besides like the food and the hospitality. Just kidding. So someone who went, I'm going to call on someone first. Lauren Rose. Feel like I can pick on you because you're family.
All good. I got my notes ready to go. Guys, the team retreat was amazing. First of all, just the community and the relationships built and strengthened were prime. There were some tears, happy tears, just relationships. And one of my favorite parts, Gabby made these amazing workbooks for us, and we focused on a lot of just affirmations and the importance of mindset throughout having your business, and had a little bit of some self-reflection time, had a little bit of like looking in the mirror and like, checking yourself out, calling yourself out of what some things that are limiting to you and that might be standing in the way of your own growth. And so we paired up and we talked with one other person about what some limiting beliefs are, and then why it is not true and where that may have came from, and then creating an affirmation to correct it. And it was really healing for me personally, and just really, really cool to hear other people's stories and not feel alone in that. Because sometimes, we can get in the rough days of the business. Not everyone always loves doing their 5 and 5, and we make up excuses in our head and reasons why we're not good enough, why we can't. And if we don't believe in ourselves, then no one else is going to believe in us either. Like, we have to lead that from the front. And I just feel so, so encouraged from all of that. And another thing I never heard this before, but Polly said she hates the word fine because it means effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. So when someone's just like, I'm fine, or someone said, oh, how's your business? Oh, it's fine. No, pick a new word. Say it's amazing. Say you're great. Be honest. Say, you're not feeling the best, but don't use the word fine. And that really stuck out to me. talked about so many amazing things, but it was really sweet. Thank you for the leaders, to Polly, Andrea, and Gabby, for just kicking it and loving on us.
Yay. Oh, did y'all hear Wheezy? Sorry. Yes. Who else? Who else? Kristen. Probably tired from that drive, eh?
That was exhausting.
Y'all didn't get in till like what, midnight?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a interesting drive home. Parts of it were, but yeah, sorry, Jean and Lauren, for my little rant and outburst. It had nothing to do with Arbonne. It was totally unrelated, but they got to hear me like literally blow a gasket, but that was kind of funny. And Lauren was telling her husband about it on the phone while I went into the convenience store, and I came back out and she's telling him about it. And he was cracking up. So anyhow, that was fun. But which leads me into one of my favorite parts of the retreat. It was just, getting to see everybody in person. We have these weekly calls. We've got the groups on GroupMe, and everybody's talking, and you feel like you get to know them. But when you actually get to hug somebody and touch them and feel them and like get up close and personal and really talk to them, like that makes such a connection. So then when you are talking, like even online or whatever, there's just so much more, like you just feel it so much more. And it's just so nice to be able to build each other up that way. And, you really get that feel that people aren't just telling you words, they really mean it, because you become really good friends. And so that was really good. And the training was amazing. It was just a lot of really good information. And it, like Lauren Rose said, there were parts where you really had to kind of look at yourself and say, what can I do differently? What do I need to do differently? And, how can I look at the things about me differently? We all have these things in our head, and we're like, I'm this, I'm that. So this is going to keep me from doing it, or maybe this is holding me back. And really it doesn't. Like a lot of times you can take those and go, no, some of those are your strengths. You just have to flip them around, and then there was the wine. So, there was that too.
Well, good. I'm glad we can help with that.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
Michelle Robles.
Hi. I have to go with what Kristen had to say about, seeing everybody and being able to connect again. I think that's what we've all missed out on. It makes us a little complacent in our lives because we didn't get to, we don't connect as well when we're looking at each other on a camera. I do have to say though, that my absolute favorite part of the training was Andrea's training. And Andrea trained us on how to be vulnerable and authentic, and how we take that and share who we are and our experiences in life so we connect with each other and people can relate to us. And I hope everybody has the opportunity to hear her like we did this weekend, because it touched my heart. So thank you, Andrea, for that.
No, thank you. So sweet. Thank you. Jean.
I'm just kind of overwhelmed with the support. Everybody is so supportive. I had a horrible day yesterday. My computer wouldn't work with a flip. I was trying to get orders in and nothing, would work. And there was just so much support from everybody, and helped me get through, and not so I wouldn't lose my cool. And I really appreciate that. And it just was nice to feel that camaraderie and know that everybody was supporting you and helping you out. And it's just it's part of the team. It's just, it's always been like that. I think we've always had such a supportive team, and people just come to your rescue when you need it. So thank you, everybody.
I know. I wish we were all in the same town so we could have closed night parties all the time. because that was so fun and just like exciting and just like like rallying around, you like getting there. So yeah, that was awesome. I was so glad that we did it at the end of the month. So Lauren.
Well, it was emotional for me. I, of course, love seeing everybody in person, and hearing Andrea's story again. I even heard parts I'd never heard before. So it just really got to me. But also just the new faces, and meeting new people. We seem to have the same like solid crew there, but sometimes we have new people, and it just reminds me, I think Kareem especially, that like this can be for anybody. And he's somebody that most of us would be intimidated to approach. So kudos to Polly for approaching him. But because he's, well known in Birmingham, he's successful. He's a little intimidating to even talk to, in my opinion, but he's such a good man. And I think just meeting him and realizing that this is a vehicle for anybody, for any reason that they might have personally, and we have to stop prejudging people. I just think it's so cool that he was there, and the other new faces, getting to see Robbie for the first time and meeting Allie and Gail and everybody was just great. Training wise, the limiting belief, like really digging deep and coming to terms with what is holding you back from, becoming the best version of yourself that you want to become in this business and promoting to where you want to get to. And that was emotional for me, just to even write it down and talk through. Polly was my partner, and just talking through some of those things of why am I not where I want to be at this point? What's holding me back, and digging and pulling back those layers, and just then changing your mindset and writing out those affirmations. I love that we got to print those of you that weren't there, we got to write out our affirmations, not only that oppose our limiting beliefs, but also that, as if you're where you want to be. And we got to print those out and laminated them for us so we could put them in the shower. I know my husband's going to love that. He's going to be reading my affirmations every day. I haven't put them up yet. I'm going to put them up tonight. But anyway, that was just really cool. And it's just very needed for me to get my mindset right again. So I just appreciate the training, Andrea, Gabby, and Polly, all you do for us, and just everybody that was there. Thank you for being you guys. I love our team.
It was a very powerful training. It really was. It was, and very meaningful. For me too. It just hit everything I needed. So I do thank you all too. You all always do a great job.
Thank you. I think I got one more thing. We got Allison. I know your camera's off. I don't know if you could talk or not. Allison.
Hi, everybody. My camera is off. I'm driving, and so it's probably better that you just stare at my little picture. Sorry about that, but amazing weekend. I really just love, like Kristen said, seeing everyone in person. Goodness, that's so good. And then really, truthfully, Andrea's training about being authentic and not being like hesitant to just be authentic and be truthful about where you've been and what's going on. And Polly's phrase about, not comparing your insides with other people's outsides. I feel like I need to say that, because I feel like everyone on these Zoom calls look so pretty and put together, and like everything's going so well, but there's a whole rest of the year that happens behind these, just a picture or a face, as I throw up a picture right here. So, but there's real life that's going on, and people need you, and it's such a gift to be able to reach out, but then even more so if you are truly authentic. And so that really spoke to me, and I was grateful to just be empowered by just other people saying, yes, do that. Like the world needs you to do that. So thank you.
Awesome. And then Robbie, I'm gonna mute my phone so you can unmute yours or my thingy. I'm gonna-
We can't hear her. Robbie, you're muted.
Andrea, you're muted.
All right, I'm just gonna unmute so she can, here, just come over here. You gotta like turn yours down then. Yeah, okay, just come over here and figure.
Okay. Yeah, it was so awesome. And I liked it so much, I'm just gonna move in with Polly and stay. That's why I'm still here. I was supposed to leave. No, it was amazing. Again, my favorite part too was hearing Andrea. Just like it just hit me so hard because when she was talking about all the stuff that happened to her, and all of us are going to have stuff that happens to us in our life. That's just the way it is. But she had so many opportunities, really, really good opportunities to just say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to walk away. But it hit me that if she had quit at any one of those times, that I wouldn't be here right now. And there's people out there that I'm supposed to meet that only are going to relate to me and my story. And if I don't stick around, those people will never have the opportunity to have what we have. And that just like hit me right over the head when she was talking. And I'm so thankful that she didn't quit.
So
Thank
sweet.
you.
Thank you.
That was the biggest thing for me.
That's awesome. Okay, so now I want Polly and Gabby, because I mean, even though you were presenters at the retreat, I do want you to say like kind of what your takeaway was, because I mean, we get so much out of this too, you know, just by going and listening. And I mean, honestly, like for me, I feel like it was just like being like really like I had told Polly and before the retreat, I said, you know, I'm such a control freak. I know that about myself. And I just said, you and Gabby got this. You can do the training. I don't need to even look at it before you do it because y'all have got it. I'm not even going to prepare anything, you know, for my talk just because I want it to be authentic, which was so hard for me to do. But like I just decided I was just going to focus on being present with everyone there, you know, not being worried about is the food out, not being worried about like is the training right, or do we have all these things, you know, is the laminator working, like I mean none of that stuff. I just was like, I don't care, like it was kind of like your wedding day, you know, it's like you're going to get married anyway, like even if it rains or if it doesn't, like whatever happens. And so that's kind of how I felt like about with this retreat, is that I just was able to like step away like from like all like the stuff and just like physically be present with everyone, emotionally be present with everyone, and really connect with everyone, and just like get to know what everyone's been up to for like the last year and a half, you know? So I mean, I treasure that. And that was just it was such a gift to be able to just like fully be present with everyone who was there. All right, I'm gonna
Hey,
mute.
Amber, before you give that baby away, can we see him?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, he's a little squish.
Hello, baby.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, he looks milk drunk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, here, I'll share real quick since I'm unmuted. I mean, yeah, everybody, what everyone said, same thing, but I think it was really cool to be, well, one, just to see people, but also I felt so supported in so many ways that I haven't felt supported before. And it wasn't necessarily about my business. It was like a lot of personal stuff. Like, so I was traveling from North Carolina down to New Orleans. I'm here now. And my mom was with me and my daughter was with me. And it was like a very like emotional, like personal thing. And everyone was like so invested. And I'm sad that no one got to meet Heidi, but like, it was just really cool that everyone was like asking and just like cared a lot about that. And it made me realize that like we really are such a family, and everyone, even though like I have nothing to do with Jean's business and Lauren's business and Lauren Rose's business, like we still all care so much about each other and like are there for one another and helping one another. And I think that that's like a really special thing about Arbonne and our team, and just this community. And that's so important. And then again, like I also heard things about people's stories that I hadn't heard before. And I think there was a lot of lots of good emotions happening and yeah, tears and hugs and all that kind of stuff. But hearing people's stories and like getting deep down and vulnerable, and I really appreciate that, because just like what I think Allison was saying about what Polly said, like don't compare your insides to other people's outsides. I think that's so easy for us to do with social media and on these calls and that kind of stuff. But it's so true. Like we all have stuff going on that no one knows about, and no one sees. And like, just know that you have a whole family here backing you, and someone that you're looking at on this tiny little tile screen, like they might have a really tough day. So just like be really loving with everybody. And I think that was just like a big takeaway for me. So.
Okay, can you guys, oh, you got it. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So, Robbie said I can because she's sitting right here. For me, there were so many things. I think one, the fact that we are also diverse in terms of male, female, Kareem coming in, and y'all, he wanted to be on this call and then he had something come up work-wise and he had to do it. But you all have to meet him because he's really fun and crazy. But just that, and just all the different ages and backgrounds and all of that, and just like, we all are coming together to do good and to help more people. And the love that was there was crazy amazing. So that really just, I don't know, just the love. But by far it was Andrea sharing the way she shared vulnerably and authentically, and everyone just really realizing that, like, yeah, it's not always wrapped up in a pretty package. I mean, it might look like it, but in the background, just craziness going on in our lives. But we do it, talking about our why, we do it because, like Robbie said, I mean, if we quit, like I remember Rita, our past president, always said, how dare you not share this with other people, because it's such a gift. And so I don't, even just the community, yes, all the other stuff, and the income and that kind of thing, but the community and the personal growth and development is such a gift that could propel someone in their personal life, in their, professional life, no matter what. So how dare us not reach out to more people and bring them into what we know has blessed us so much. And I think that's, I don't know, that's kind of what I got from the whole thing. It was a lot. It was amazing. It was the best retreat we've had by far. So it's only going to get better, you guys. So y'all all have to come to the next one. And you all need to be on next Sunday night. So.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Okay, I'm just going to wrap it up now because we went a little bit over. Sorry, guys, but I wanted to hear from everyone. So I'm going to turn my volume on now. Probably. Okay. So next week we're going to have like training, like we're going to repeat the training and condense it in. That call might run a little bit longer just because we're going to be literally going through each point, but try and condense it. So we won't have the breakout sessions and all that kind of stuff. So it'll go faster, of course, but definitely get your teams on, let's have pages and pages and pages of people on this call. So, we can share all of this with them. And we'll see you Sunday, and I'll go ahead and post it. I'll make sure that I send out lots of reminders, and you might have to remind me too. But yeah, I'm just gonna put it all out there for you guys all the time, okay? I will definitely need a few reminders. So yeah, I'm not it's interesting to me that I hear that people think I have it all together, because Lord, just look at my office. It is a screaming mess. So anyway, all right, well, y'all have a great night, and I'm excited to meet all of your new people. Blanca, welcome to our team, and I'm so excited to get you going, and y'all have a great week, and we'll see each other on Sunday. Bye.